Hello everybody, Kizilla here. Welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. So, in the last episode, we got ourselves a temporary party member in Mankey, as well as a permanent party member in Teto, our Spearow. Then we went through the entirety of Radiant Forest, briefly giving me a slight heart attack when I thought we had unintentionally started a glitch. But we are good to go. I will be showing off the Mew glitch later on, simply because I can. But I'm not gonna do it before we get to the proper point. So, at the end of the last episode, we arrived here in Pewter City. So, looking around, there aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, but Pewter Gym's Brock is totally into it. Oh. Now, for the record, I would highly recommend having a fighting type instead of just keeping Pikachu as your sole Pokemon. And this is for a good reason. Trust me, you do not want to have Pikachu as your sole Pokemon. Either get yourself a Mankey or one of the Nidorans and level them up to the point that they learn a fighting type move. It is going to make your life so much better. If you try to leave... Hey, you're a trainer, right? Brock's looking for new challengers. Follow me. So this guy will prevent us from leaving until we defeat the gym leader here. There are going to be 8 gym leaders around the entire Kanto region, and they will be housed in these gyms. We need to beat them in order to get gym badges. If you have the right stuff, go take on Brock. Alright, bye, dude. Now, it is possible to skip him and Brock, but I would not recommend it. So if we enter... Hiya! I can tell you have what it takes to become a Pokemon champ. I'm no trainer, but I can tell you how to win. Let me take you to the top. Sure thing. Alright, let's get happening. It'll be tough for your Pikachu at this gym. Electric attacks are harmless to Brock's ground-type Pokemon. That's right. Despite Brock being famous for being a rock-type gym leader, the one trainer in his gym and Brock himself have Pokemon that are ground-type or part ground-type. Brock himself has 2 Pokemon that are rock ground-type. Stop right there, kid. There's still light years for facing Brock. Dude, you just used the wrong term, I swear. So, this junior trainer will have a level 9 Diglett and a level 9 Sandshrew, both of which are ground types. If you don't know your Pokemon type matchups, you might be thinking, oh, why not just send out Pikachu? Your only feasible attacking move at this point in the game, if you haven't leveled Pikachu to 11, is going to be Thundershock, which is an electric type move. Ground types are immune to electric moves. And his other move is going to be Quick Attack if you did get him to level 11. I would not recommend using Pikachu at all in this gym. Like, even Charmander has a better time in this gym than Pikachu. Because at the very least, Ember is, like, a special attack, and Brock's Pokemon have low special stats. The fact that this gym... Mankey, how could you miss? But anyways, yeah, the fact that this gym hard counters Pikachu, and then they have the gall to have Pikachu as their starter in a game where it's already horrible. This horrid rodent is just not worth it in the slightest. Okay, where's the Pokemon Center? Where is There it is. Alright. And we have now caught ourselves a Pikachu. Or, what am I saying? I am... Okay, so now we're healed up. I'm sorry, I read up a lot more on, the Mew glitch. And for some reason, I got my words mixed up. I am so sorry. Hi there, may I help you? Okay, so I do want to buy myself some more Pokeballs. It's going to be hard to get money in this game. Yeah, I'll go with an escape rope. But this is why I highly recommend fighting every trainer that you can. Because, well, money is hard to come by unless you manage to get your hands on a Meowth. And even then, I don't think Payday exists in Gen 1. Alright, our first gym leader. Let's go ahead and save. Again, 5 hours, 30 minutes is inaccurate. I'm Brock. I'm Peter's gym leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. You still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. Brock's highest level Pokemon is 12. Brock wants to fight. His first Pokemon is going to be a level 10 Geodude. Again, Mankey or the Nidorans with double kick is absolutely perfect for fighting Brock. This is because of the fact that both of his Pokemon are part rock type. And as such, they are weak to fighting moves. Alright, nice job, Mankey. How to use Onix. Now, sadly, we cannot aim for the horn in this case, so... yeah. A fun fact about Onix. Weirdly enough, this is one of the few Pokemon that, when it debuted, it did not have an evolution. But in the future, it does get an evolution. And in Pokemon... I believe it's Pokemon Stadium? Either Stadium 1 or Stadium 2, there's a cup called the Little Cup, which is for, like, baby Pokemon only. Onix is allowed in that. Alright, we defeated Brock. I took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. And we got ourselves the Boulder Badge! Now it's an official Pokemon League badge. Its bearer Pokemon become more powerful. The technique Flash can now be used at any time. And we got ourselves 1188 Pokédollars. Let's go. Wait, take this with you. You received TM34. TM contains a technique that can be taught to Pokemon. A TM is good only once, so when you use one to teach a new technique, pick the Pokemon carefully. TM34 contains Bite. Your Pokemon will absorb damage in battle, then pay it back double. Bite is, for the most part, useless. So, now that we have one... we are gonna have to, unfortunately, retire Mankey. It's sad, I know, but... it is what it is. Wait, wrong place. Alright, so this is actually going to be a good opportunity to showcase the, PC. So, here we have someone's PC, my PC, Professor Oak's PC, and log on. We access someone's PC, we access the Pokemon storage system. Here we can withdraw, deposit, release, change box, print box, and see ya! Now, for the record, every box has a limited number of Pokemon storage. And if you change your box, well, you have to do it manually in order to deposit more Pokémon. Or withdraw a Pokémon in a specific box. Either or. So, let's go ahead and save their game again, and I can explain about badge boosts, which is a really interesting mechanic in these games. Alright, so, badge boosts. I'm not really sure how else to explain it other than this is a really weird mechanic. So, in Generations 1 through 3, some badges will boost a certain stat or stats of a player's Pokémon. This boost is applied only in internal battles, not linked battles, so no multiplayer shenanigans. In Gens 1 and 2, the stat or stats will be increased by 12.5%. In Generation 3, this is lowered down to 10%, and from Generation 4 onwards, this mechanic does not exist, period. In Gen 1 specifically, there is a glitch that makes it so that whenever your Pokemon stats or rates are lowered, the boost is reapplied, which allows boosts to be stacked, though this stacking effect is lost if the Pokemon levels up. In Gen 2, if the attack is a crit and its used offensive stat stage is less than or equal to the opponent's defensive stat stage, all bad boosts will be ignored, but that's not important for this. So, welcome to Route 3! The Pokemon that we can find here are Spearow, Rattata, Sandshrew, and Mankey. And there's gonna be a bunch of trainers we can fight here. You looked at me, didn't you? Yes, we made eye contact, and now we must beat the crap out of each other. Alright, last wants to fight. This last will have 2 level 9 Pidgeys. Naturally, they're food for rats. Nice crit, dude. Oh no, you used Gust. How utterly dare you. Also, if you're curious as to why abilities may not be activating, Gen 1 and 2 don't have abilities. It's really weird. Alright. We beat her up. So, I believe... Yeah, so... I want to say that's a bug trainer, but I don't think that's the case. Hey! I met you in Viridian Forest! Oh god, he's back! He's back for revenge! So this bug catcher has 3 Pokemon. 2 level 10 Caterpies and a level 10 Weedle. Why in the world have you not evolved your Pokemon yet? You'll find that trainers are just kind of horrible in the first few generations, because they just suck utterly. Anyways, Teto, feast. Feast on his bugs. So Weedle is interesting in that it's one of the first introductions to a subtype in the poison type. Dude, how did you live that? I am amazed, sir. How? How are you living these? Alright. You beat me again! Well, yeah, you didn't really change much from the first time we fought. Hi, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Oh my god, it's him. The shorts-loving youngster. So this guy has 2 Pokemon. His first one is a level 11 Rattata. Oh, nice, we got a crit. And we got the Paralysis! Okay, so Paralysis is our first status effect. Status effects are few in number and are caused by a variety of different moves and later generations' abilities. Paralysis will make it so that the opponent has a chance of not being able to attack. But uniquely, you disappoint me on so many levels, Rat. As I was saying, uniquely, Paralysis also have speed. Some status effects will interfere with, yeah, some status effects will interfere with the opponent's stats. Others won't. For example, poison does not do anything to the enemy's stats. I thought his Ekans was going to, deal, like, too much damage to us. Alright, we are at least getting to the center that's on this route before we, end the episode. So, unfortunately, because I don't have many, potions, and I do want to try to save my money, at least until I know for sure I can just buy stuff, because this game is... why is everything in this game so expensive without having enough trainers to actually let us do stuff? Alright, so, heading this way. For the record, rematching trainers does not exist in this generation. Are you a trainer? Let's fight! Can I help you, sir? A bug catcher again. So this guy has 4 Pokemon. Weedle, Kakuna, Caterpie, and Metapod. All of which are at level 9. In fact, you know what? For this, I'm just gonna keep Rat out. I don't care that Teto could easily just sweep this guy's entire team. Rat needs experience. Quick attack. Okay, so this is the first instance of a Pokemon having too many moves. I'm going to get rid of Tail Whip. It doesn't really do anything for us, whereas Quick Attack is actually going to be a helpful secondary move. Now, I will admit, Thunder Shock is still going to do more damage because it runs off of Pikachu's higher special stat. But our team is eventually going to be filled with other monsters, while Pikachu is just going to be there. Jobbing like always. Arden does nothing for you in this situation, sir. How did you live? Kadish! If I had a new Pokemon, I would have won. If you had evolved your Pokemon into being, like, Butterfrees and Beedrills, you would have won. I don't want to hear this nonsense. That look you gave me is so intriguing. What look? I'm staring at the wall. So this last will have two Pokemon, a level 10 Rattata and a level 10 Nidoran male. Naturally, we are going to feed them to a rat, if possible. Alright, so Quick Attack. This is our first instance of a priority move. Some moves will have a unique effect that makes it so that they get a priority list, in which they allow your Pokemon to move first. If two Pokemon use priority moves, first the game will check to see if one has a higher priority than the other. For example, if one Pokemon uses Extreme Speed and the other uses Quick Attack, Extreme Speed has a higher priority than Quick Attack, it's gonna go first. If both moves have the same priority, then it checks to see which Pokemon has a higher speed. Whichever Pokemon has the higher speed in that situation is going to be the one to go first. Alright, so let's heal up, and then we can head back out. The trainers out here are no joke, fellas. I'm getting beaten up out here. Send help! Trust me, things are gonna get much better once we have our third team member. Things are going to get much, much better once we have our third team member. So there is a trainer down here that is technically optional, but seeing as, hey, you're not wearing shorts, what's that supposed to mean? Is there an issue with wearing pants, sir? I mean, I don't blame you for liking shorts, they're kind of comfy, but like, dude, is there an issue with me wearing pants? Anyways, this youngster only has a level 14 Spearow. Rat, eat it. Good job. Alright, level 12. Lost, lost, lost! Stop throwing a temper tantrum. Now, this route is admittedly short, but it is kind of like the first gauntlet route, so to speak. You can fight my new Pokemon! I don't want to. Anyways, this bug catcher is, again, like, this infuriates me. He has a level 11 Caterpie and Metapod. It infuriates me that these guys will have Pokemon that should have evolved, yet won't evolve them. It infuriates me. There's one more trainer we could fight on this route. And once we beat her, it should be, like a free shot straight over to the Pokemon Center. Actually, I think she comes after the Pokemon Center, so there is that as well. Alright, we defeated the bug catcher. Don't like dinner! Oh no, she's right here, okay. Did you touch me? No, ma'am, I did not. So this class has the other new Pokemon that we haven't seen before on this route. The youngster that had the Ekans has the first one with, well, Ekans. This class has a Jigglypuff at level 14. And it... oh god. Quick, growl, go! Aha! Okay, so Sing is an interesting move. And that inflicts what's called sleep. What do you mean it failed? We missed? Okay, I have to swap out Rat. Go, Teto! Okay, nice crit. This thing... oh my god. That is utterly foul. Why do you have disable? Oh, okay, that hurts. I am willing to sack Teto. If it means that Rat can, kill this thing, because, oh my god. Rat, use quick attack, please kill it. And with a crit, too. Oh my god. Yeah, crits are interesting in that they completely ignore stat changes. Alright, we defeated this last with a rather terrifying Jigglypuff. Heading down this way... ew, I better take a rest. Ugh. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Up here is going to be... where is it? There it is, a Pokemon Center. Alright. So this is where I'm going to be ending this episode. In the next episode, we will be going through Cerulean Cave, so I will see all of you then. Goodbye!